All right, good morning, everybody. I'm Frankie Castillo for today's talk, KWOC. We are live with Vernon Barker and Darren Gardner of Barker's Towing and Auto Repair. We're going to go out and we're going to be doing our local road conditions here in Poplar Bluff in Butler County. If you don't mind, just send me a message here on the video and let me know that you can see everything, hear everything. Get out of this. I'm not able to see comments still, but that's okay. I can do it this way. Darren, are you hearing everything? No? Oh.
Actually, I think we're getting a feedback through that phone there.
Are we getting a feedback? Let me see here. Okay, let me... Hang on just a second, guys. There we go. Okay, so now I see it. Where's the comments? Good morning. I can see... Okay, so I take it you guys can see everything? I'm gonna log into something real quick. Give me 1 second. There we go. Let me... this should improve my speed. There we go. Now, we'll try that again. Hang on 1 second, guys. You gotta love technology. There we go. Okay, so comments, boom, there we go. All right, great. Thank you guys for tuning in this morning. Hit that share button for us. We want to make sure that we can reach as many people as possible. And once again, a big shout out to Barker's Towing and Auto Repair for doing this again this year, teaming up with us. And we'll get started. Good morning, Vernon. Thank you for coming out early. It was a late night for you, and glad you're back at it again this morning.
Yeah, Frankie, just been a few hours of sleep, but we're glad to be out here and be doing this.
All right, so we'll get started. We're going to go right at 6:30, and we're going to go. We'll just start off on the main highways. The main highways look pretty good this morning.
Yeah, the road departments have done a great job all night. Once the snow started, and they fell a little behind right there at first because I don't think anybody was expecting it to hit the way it did.
Right.
But they got right out there and done a great job, especially on the main roads, getting them cleared and getting the traffic rolling again.
All right. By the way, if you know of a business that's going to be opening late this morning, let us know on the video feed, and we'll shout that out for you. I'm ready to go if you guys are. Oh, I wonder where that is. Hang on 1 second. Let me turn That's why. Okay, so I shouldn't be able to hear a feedback now. If you were hearing a feedback, you shouldn't hear it now. Thanks for catching that, Vernon. Thank you, Miss Rhonda. Appreciate you. I would say we probably... I was going to say, David, we got quite a bit of snow down here, too. I would say we probably got, just by looking at it, what do you think, Darren? Maybe 4 or 5 inches in Poplar Bluff?
I'd say every bit of that.
Okay. Thank you, Pete. Myrtle is open now. Good. Myrtles. I think Vernon's buying for everybody. Meet us there in 20.
Yeah.
Is that me or you? Oh, that's right. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you. Tim had to spend the night at the office last night. We had a basketball game, Tim and I did, and they suspended the game after the first quarter. We didn't get home until almost 11 o'clock.
Oh, wow. And Tim stuck it out here at the radio station.
He lives up in the Wayne County area, so he got to stick it out here. Yeah, it's because of the... I'm looking at it now. No, we're good. Yes, Briggs and Stratton, the first shift is canceled. Yes, thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tina. So these are the main... I'm sorry, go ahead, Vern.
I was going to point out that we're pulling out here on the main roads, and while while you can tell that they're wet and they've done a lot of work on them, don't let this fool you, because the side roads and the roads when we get out of town, they are covered. So don't think that you're going to jump out on your county road or your side road and it's going to be like this here. And now as the sun comes up, I'm sure the temperature's going to rise and this will clear off the roads fairly quickly, but all the roads do not look like this right now.
No. Thank you, Alice. The License Bureau is closed today. We appreciate that. City Manager Matt Winters is tuning in. Want to give a shout out to his street department. They're working on the side roads as we speak right now. And I do think once the sun comes up, Vernon, that I think a lot of this will melt pretty quick.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, please hit that share button for us if you don't mind. We want to make sure that people have a bird's eye view of what it looks like here.
We're flirting around with that 32, 33 degree mark right now, so as the sun comes up, I'm sure the temperature's gonna rise.
Yes.
I haven't seen what the high is for today.
41.
41. So
right now we're on 67. We are heading up. We're going to be near the T-Mobile store here in just a moment. Good morning to Sanjay Varma. He's tuning in. There's some street department guys, or maybe some private contractor people. Morning, Brandon. He's tuning in with us. Brandon Lowe. Monica, the roads are, I'd say they're a little bit of both. They're very wet for sure, but there might be just a little bit of ice from where it rained beforehand. Is that what you would say, Vernon?
yeah, you got a lot of sludge right here on the main road right now, just the ice and water mix. And, this Westwood is not in bad shape, but the parking lots and the side roads and stuff like that is where you're going to have issues. People pulling in and out, getting stuck.
Yes, I was going to say, Janet, I would say your lettered highways, your rural routes are still pretty bad this morning.
Yes,
M Highway was covered.
M Highway was covered.
C Highway was covered, and Custer County roads, 488, stuff like that. They're all.
I know where I live, driving in this morning on 51, B Highway, 67 North. Pretty rough, thank you. 60 highway between Fisk and Poplar Bluff. It was one lane this morning when I drove in, but I also drove in about 4:30, so I haven't seen it. We'll try to go up that direction here in a little bit. Good morning, Edith. How many inches of snow did you guys get in Silva? I bet you guys got plenty.
Excuse me.
Did you get any down in Elyville last night?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Well, they were talking about that sharp cutoff, so I didn't know if you guys had.
Well, honestly, I'm not for sure what the town of Needville got, but down all the way to the state line last night working stuff, and it was.
Yeah, I was going to say that's why I was asking about you.
Yeah.
I know you guys were down there a lot last night.
Yeah.
Township down to Heartland. We'll be going that direction, Rebecca. We'll actually head toward Heartland Express. Still snowing in Dexter. I think it's safe to say that Dexter can keep the snow right now. I hate to say it that way, but we're gonna head over toward Poplar Bluff Regional in that general area. So main highways aren't too terrible. They're very passable. Just got to drive slower.
So you were at a basketball game last night when this started, weren't you?
Oh yeah, yeah. It started. I was getting all kinds of text messages about big flakes and snowing hard, and then about the first quarter. After the first quarter, the coaches all got together, and all I seen was kids walking off the floor, and that was a sign to get out of there.
Yeah. I don't think our lights were.
Nope, I don't think so either. Josh says M Highway in Twin Springs was impassable last night. Have you heard anything more about M Highway, Darren?
It's snow covered.
Snow covered,
Yeah,
okay.
I had to come in exactly through the area he's talking about.
Yep, our light's not working.
Yep, our turn signal's not work, or our signal light here is not working at the stoplight. So now we're gonna, I bet you would, you can keep it over there in Dexter. We should all be lucky that it's not too cold outside, because if it was about 3 degrees colder, this would have been a major issue.
Yes, definitely.
So there might be like a dead spot here on Oak Grove Road for a second. We had that the other day while we were testing, but it should come back.
This is a good example here. This is a busy road, but it's not, you know, they haven't been able to take care of it
Right.
like they have the main road.
So yeah, where we are here, you'll notice a little bit of a dead spot here. Just bear with us. That's just technology at its best. Elijah watching us on YouTube. Awesome. Thank you, Elijah. I haven't got a chance to look at YouTube yet, but we are on YouTube as well. YouTube.com/River Radio PV. So this is Shelby Road. We're right near the hospital here. Polo Striker tuning in this morning. Glad to have you on, Paul. You know who's not watching right now?
Who's that?
My wife.
Really?
She took a vacation day today, bless her heart.
Well, she informed me that with your older age, she's not comfortable with you driving. She says your hearing and eyesight may not be as good as it was, and she says I probably shouldn't let you drive the wrecker.
Well, that's okay. She's got her opinion, but I've got folks on social media who may disagree with her.
Ah.
Good morning, Miss Shanna. Glad to have you alongside watching us here this morning. So if you don't mind, hit that share button for us. We're right here on Shelby Road. We are coming up toward 10 Box and PP Highway. Yeah, I was going to ask if anybody is having issues with power. I know this morning I posted on our Facebook page there was roughly 1,400 customers in Butler County, 2,300 in Carter County, and then less than 1,000 customers out of power in other parts of the of the area, like Ripley County, Stoddard County. Mary, M Highway is pretty covered. It's actually worse than what you're seeing right here. Is that a fair assessment, Darren?
Oh yeah, yeah. They worked hard on Shelby right here.
Yeah.
And this can kind of tell you how the side roads are. They had this cleared to concrete. Probably what, about 1:30 last night?
Yeah, 1:30 this morning, 2 o'clock. This was actually clear, and this just came back since then. You're right, Darren. So, it's,
Well, I know you sent me a picture last night at about 11 o'clock, or no, it was 1 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah.
and 67 at that time was pretty clear. So that's how much it snowed between
yeah,
maybe 2 o'clock and 5 o'clock.
we got that first hit from it, and you know, it hit hard, and then they got out there and was able to get the roads kind of caught back up, you know, the main roads, and then I guess we had another round that came through.
Yep.
And
By the way, you made a no power south of Greenville on A Highway. Thank you, Glenda. You made a comment about my age, and my boy Jordan, we're only in our 30s. We're fine. We can still see and hear just fine.
I'm pretty sure you done had an eye surgery.
I think you did too. Air Solutions. Well, that's a good question, Tim Funky. He wants to know, Darren, are the sidewalks clear enough for doodles to run on Shelby Road?
Oh, I'm sure my mini doodle loves the snow.
So there you go, Tim. Get that doodle out and go for a jog. Give him some exercise. I know Air Solutions are going to be open today.
If he does that, though, please video it for us.
Yes, if you get out and you run with a doodle, send me a video. Sanjay, I'm gonna say we got every bit of 4 or 5 inches of snow in Poplar Bluff. Maybe a little bit more in some areas. Uh, 67. You mean 60 toward Dexter? I would say when I came in this morning at 4:30, I was on 60 from Fisk to Poplar Bluff, and it was 1 lane of traffic. That's where the feedback is. It's on my end. There we go.
We're having trouble with lights today.
Yeah, we're having some issues with our stoplights here. I'm thinking by 9 o'clock this morning, especially the main highways are going to be, you know, very drivable. Side roads a little bit longer. Oh, Willard. No.
Willard hadn't had his coffee.
He's not had his coffee yet. He says, good thing we're in Vernon's Ford. Maybe a Chevy, maybe.
There you go, Willard. I like the way Willard thinks.
Yeah, well, he has to get a cup of coffee.
This light has skipped us twice, so there's definitely something going on with the light here. We're going to ease on across.
Since it was a Ford and
Yeah.
Lisa says 6 inches out by the highway patrol. Thank you, Lisa. 53, we're going to make our way down that direction, Starla. Hope I said your first name right. I would imagine you guys got quite a few calls out overnight when it first started snowing, and
Yeah, it was a busy night there for a while. Like I said, I think it hit everybody kind of unexpectedly as soon as it was.
So that's good to know. For those, I know Darren was asking about it. Tim sent me a text message, not from today, but he did say that the doodle loves to run in inclement weather. So I got a feeling that doodle will be out there running later today. It's got that cape on too, boy. He brought that thing in the radio station a few weeks ago. I almost took him home with me. That dog is more behaved than my kids. Okay, 67 is about like what you're seeing right here on Shelby. Is that a fair assessment, guys? Or
Yeah.
maybe a little bit worse or better?
67 is about like what we're seeing
Okay.
right now.
Donna, I was told that Highway 160 going toward Doniphan was pretty covered this morning. You're welcome, Sherry. I appreciate that. That's a big shout out to these guys at Barker's Towing. Without them, we couldn't do this. I couldn't drive and do it by myself. The only thing I regret is I'm in a Ford and not a Chevy, but I can't help that.
Boy, we might have to stop and let you out.
I'll be hitchhiking. You're welcome, Myrna. You're very much welcome, Miss Buchanan. Thank you for watching. Roxy was covered, Norma. So we have new equipment this year, so I hope this is, it looks good on your end. Hope it sounds good on your end. Willer says he's got the coffee.
If Willard's eyes are open, he's got the coffee.
He's got the coffee. Angie, she says, "Law." I'm not going to repeat that comment. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that, my friend. Thank you, Sanjay. Appreciate you for tuning in. He says it looks and sounds great, although he thinks I should be in the driver's seat. Just saying. I may have added that last part in, but you'll never know.
Never know, huh?
Partners. Yeah, this is Parker's.
You guys hit that share button for us. We want to reach as many people as possible this morning. I know Barker's is taking a call right now, so I'm going to be quiet for a second.
Oh, you're fine.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Nita says she's got a Dodge Caravan and does great in this stuff. Maybe we should give up our Ford and Chevy and get a Dodge. Oh my goodness.
She's pulling on Darren's heartstrings back there.
She's got some Dodge fans here.
Yeah, Darren drives a Dodge back there, so.
I can make fun of him right now. He's not paying attention.
Yeah, he can't hear us.
By the way, the Butler County Courthouse is going to be closed today. We are on Shelby Road, Miss Linda, coming up on 53. We're gonna take a right turn and get back on Southwestwood. We're gonna head down toward Cravens and Heartland Express. Good morning, Jared. Glad you're watching this morning. You're very much welcome, Miss Harriet. And I'll be saying this a lot this morning. Big shout out to Barker's Towing, man. They are rock stars. They got home at least at 1 a.m. and they were calling me at 5, making sure that we were still going.
Yeah, it was a little later than 1.
Yeah. Well, when I got my text message, I looked at the clock and it was about 1:30 this morning. So this is Southwestwood. It looks in really good shape right now. We're going to try to make it that way, Jade. No, somebody was asking me about the VA clinic earlier today. I haven't heard if the VA clinic is going to be open today. Have you guys heard about that yet?
I have not.
Okay, I haven't either. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate you, my friend. Good morning, Amanda. So Yeah, if you don't mind, just hit that share button for us. I'm gonna try to go over to YouTube for a second and see what we've got over there. There we go. YouTube. Sorry, Jade. Hope it's back on. Okay, yeah, so we're live on YouTube. Good deal. I may have froze up here, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Nope, we're good. Thank you, Daniel. The VA clinics are opening up at 10 o'clock at the moment.
Having a little lag there, aren't we?
Yeah, it's a little bit. Tim, are we still streaming? Yep, we are. Never mind, it came back. It might be on my end.
Has a little bit of lag there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Carol, 53 is still,
Okay.
it's covered in one lane this morning from what I've been told. I got a text message about 25 minutes ago. We're at the mercy of the cell carrier. Tim, just for reference, I know you're watching right now. For reference, the Verizon card has not picked up the entire trip. It's just been the T-Mobile, just for your information. Uh-oh, you better be careful. Treska's watching now, Vernon.
Oh.
And she says, I will be driving this truck for the end of the day. She's the boss. Hey, somebody had your back earlier, Darren, talking about switching to a Dodge.
That's what we need to get Treska to get up early one morning and come out and go with
Boy,
us.
you're not kidding. Get her up. Well, you know what? Normally, she always surprises me. She's our sales manager, and that woman, I'll be getting done with a ball game at 11 o'clock, and she'll still be at work.
Well, they're late and they're early, huh?
Good call. Good call, Tim. I'll turn that AT&T box on, too. Forgot I had that.
So Westwood out by Heartland, they've got it pretty clear.
Yes.
We're going to turn here and go down by the industrial park.
Thank you, Tim, for reminding me we have the AT&T box. I've got it turned on now, so we'll see if it grabs it. Right in front of Heartland Express. We're going to go down toward the factories here.
Look at there, there's a nice new sign.
Hey, look at that sign. Underneath that Barker sign, it's going to say, Will Frankie Drive? So now we're going to go down the industrial park area here.
So definitely they've been working on this road.
Yes.
Look at the snow rolled up there
Oh,
from the
yeah.
plows.
Amanda says she is ready for spring.
Me too.
Tim, how long would this battery last on the AT&T if it's not plugged in? So this is Craven's. Thank you, Jared. Appreciate you, my friend. That's why we're doing this. Oh, good deal. So I know next time we do this to make sure I take the AT&T out of its case. It'll work if you turn it on.
It'll work, yeah.
Yeah.
Technology.
Side of Dollar General in the highway, and it is. So he's going to run by you place.
Yeah. Because I figure the snow's probably affected the connection as well.
We're still headed toward the industrial park area, the factories and whatnot. Assuming that's Florida. Well, that over down there, she's gonna make me mad.
I don't even want to hear it.
All right, go ahead and tell me now that everybody's wanting to know.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look like.
It's in and out over in this part of the county.
Connection just wasn't.
We're gonna make our way back toward Highway 53 here in just a second. For the interruptions, but that's just technology, especially in the rural parts of the county.
So maybe trying to.
Yeah, it's starting to connect better.
Definitely, as the sun comes out and the temperature keeps steady, effect on the snow that's on the roads for sure.
We never got below freezing last night, I don't think. Maybe for a brief moment, but not very.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll say as much as it's glitching that the carriers may be having trouble with the snow.
I'm thinking
or
so
something.
too.
Because we've taken this route before in the past and it hasn't. Okay.
This says it's just going off barely.
Okay.
It's not staying off for very long. We're gonna cut back on a side road here in a second to kind of give you an idea of what secondary roads will look like. But I would almost say the main roads now are in really good shape.
Yeah.
Still be careful, obviously, but
Yeah, I agree. Your main road. Temperatures came up enough that once it started melting, that water really makes a big difference.
when I went to work this morning, it was 32, 33. Now we're sitting at what, 34?
34.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From your house, I know when I drove through there this morning, it was those big fat flakes. even secondary roads don't look terrible.
Yeah. Like 11th Street.
Yeah. So we're going to cut over and go on 11th Street now. W Highway, Stephanie, it was snow covered this morning. It may have melted a little bit, but I think out there's more trees around it, so it's going to stay a little bit cooler out that direction. I'd be very surprised if W was clear. So this is 11th Street, still in pretty good shape, believe it or not.
It is. You can tell there's been some traffic on it, and then with the temperature rise, it's really making a difference on it.
Yeah. Good morning, Gary. He's tuning in with So Long Bugs.
Last night at the basketball game.
Last time I saw that guy, he was in my house spraying for bugs. Reminds me, I may have to call Gary, have him come out and spray for the winter. I think he's a big Chevy guy too. Yeah, he may not be.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna call him a Chevy guy.
Well, I've seen his trucks, and they're Fords.
I don't think so, Russ, because one of our cards isn't picking up, and I think we're going to lose service out that direction. But I was out there on B Highway this morning, and B Highway is going to look a lot like this. Wouldn't you agree to that?
Yeah.
Yeah, B Highway looks a lot like this. You sleeping back there, Darren?
I was watching the feed.
Okay. So some of your less traveled side roads are going to be a little bit snow covered, more than what you're seeing right here, but the majority of them will look like this. Janie says that's my girl. She's a Chevy girl there, Vernon. I think everybody has said pretty much they're not Ford people besides you.
Really? You know,
I haven't heard anybody on here.
I'm pretty sure we had Willard that was on there.
I got to vet that guy. He needs to be better vetted.
What was your truck before this one?
That's irrelevant.
Huh?
It's irrelevant.
I'm pretty sure he was driving a Ford.
I believe I was for a while. I drove back-to-back Fords for a while.
Yeah.
He's the man right there.
Yep. Oh, he had your back earlier. That's the second one that said Dodge.
Yeah.
I think I've counted 15 or 16 for Chevy and 1 for Ford. I'm doing those fake ballots.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Chris. Uh-oh. Kim says Ford.
Yeah.
Kim Cummings. So I hope this helps you guys out this morning as you guys head out. I think in a couple of hours, a lot of these roads, even side roads, are going to be a lot different than what you're seeing right now. Gary, final words this morning, my friend?
Just be safe and give your fellow motorists, if you see somebody in trouble, give them some room to get through the situation. That's what we see a lot of, especially on these secondary roads. Somebody will get in trouble and everybody will crowd each other. Next thing you know, you got 3 or 4 vehicles on top of each other.
And once again, a big shout out to Barker's Towing for coming out this morning and doing this. 785-7811. Barker's by request. Vernon, anything you want to add to this amazing video this morning?
Well, I just want to say great job again, Frankie.
I didn't do anything. I was just a narrator.
Well, you got the equipment ready and was here for us to do it, and I'm just glad we're able to do it and get out and show everybody what the roads look like. So maybe to keep somebody in, keep them from getting out and having a wreck or getting hurt. So
Sean just sent me a text. He's back in the studios. He says it never fails that when you and I are out, we're all three out doing these road conditions. He puts us live on the air with no warning, by the way, I might add, and we're talking about Fords and Chevys and Dodges.
Really? Well.
So next time, my thought is give me better notice, Sean. Well, thank you guys seriously for coming out and doing this today. We really appreciate it. And I will tell you that there's next week where I'm already being told of someone did donuts here in the parking lot. Who would that have been? I'm not gonna. That looks very conspicuous. A Chevy sitting there.
Yeah.
But
the tire tracks kind of stopped right there. It probably got stuck.
But I was gonna say there are a lot of chances coming up next week, at least 2 chances of more winter weather. So I don't think this will be the only time we'll be out doing this. I think we'll have more opportunities coming up.
Well,
let's see here. Sanjay, I think the side roads, honestly, the majority of them, if we had to put a time on it, what would you think, Vernon?
I would say
9.
Yeah, I'd say give it another couple hours. When the sun starts breaking through those clouds, it's gonna...
Yeah, I would say a couple hours, Sanjay, and things will be a lot different and it'll look a lot better. So once again, thank you guys for watching this morning. Thank you for sharing the feed for us. Darren Gardner, Vernon Barker, great job as always at Barker's Towing. And we remember Barker's by request, Vernon, that number?
It's 573-785-7811.
7811. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll do this again. Make sure and share the video feed, and we'll let you know the next time we have inclement weather, our live coverage